Government officials and the business community have expressed their support for the incoming economic team of President-elect Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The incoming Marcos administration says they're set to continue Duterte's ambitious Build, Build, Build program. A Senate panel wants a deeper probe into e-sabong operations, especially those involved in the disappearance of sambetters. And Japan has welcomed its first batch of tourists since it closed its borders due to the pandemic. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. Some of President-elect Bongbong Marcos's cabinet picks are getting an early thumbs up from the private sector. Gerald de la Peña has the report.
The business community has been keeping close tabs on who will make up Marcos Jr.'s economic team. And with familiar names announced, they can start breathing a sigh of relief.
Very reassuring. Most of them have been in public servants before, no? Okay naman ang mga track record nila, and they have done well. And I think having this experience, government officials back would be a benefit, no?
President-elect Bongbong Marcos appointed Bangko Sentral Governor Ben Jocno as Finance Secretary. Replacing him as BSP Governor is Monetary Board member Felipe Medalla. Philippine Competition Commission Chairman Arsenio Balisacan will be returning to lead the National Economic and Development Authority. The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry said they have already talked to incoming Trade Secretary Alfredo Pascual.
Ang assurance is that he is very open to collaboration with private sector. And yan ang pinaka-crucial, no? But we have to work together, government and the private sectors, to really be able to avoid any high inflation.
The Management Association of the Philippines, where Pascual currently serves as president, is confident that the new trade chief will be able to carry out his mandate of uplifting the small entrepreneurs.
No, the markets are uncertain. You will always feel the remnants of COVID still hovering. And you will see the inflation of the Ukraine war. There will be, again, monetary reversals by the Fed and the ending of the expansion cycle. So the budgets are going to be very, very tight. No? That's why we need very experienced hands who know what to do and provide that level of market credibility. So for Fred, I think he knows what he's going to do.
The Philippine Exporters Confederation also welcomed the new set of appointees.
We are very happy with the choices. Yung unang fear namin is baka magiging mga political appointees. Yung mga yun kinausap at some of them pinakiusapan pa magsilbi.
A political economist also believes that the incoming admin picked a stellar cast for its economic team.
Well, I think it's an 18. Almost all of them have the academic credentials. And they also have the experience. Medalla, Jocno, and Balisacan all have PhDs in economics and were former professors of the UP School of Economics, while Pascual used to be a consultant with ADB and former president of the University of the Philippines. So they're all tried and tested.
The new set of economic managers, though composed of seasoned economists, will have to contend with rising consumer prices and ballooning external debt. The business group said the incoming administration should be careful in choosing the next agriculture chief amid the looming food shortage owing to the tension between Ukraine and Russia and the ensuing recession in Europe. For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, We Are One News.
Meanwhile, Marcos himself says he is confident with all cabinet members he has assigned so far. In a Twitter post, Marcos said he believes his cabinet is prepared to handle all their duties and see their proposed programs through. Now, one of the early plans set by the incoming Marcos government is to continue the Duterte administration's Build, Build, Build program. Speaking to 1PH, Marcos's DPWH Secretary nominee Manny Bunoan confirms that they will complete all ongoing projects and look into starting new ones. Bunoan said these infrastructure projects are critical to the country's economic recovery program.
Sabi nga niya that we will continue with the Build program that has been started under this administration with President Duterte. And sabi niya that we have to finish and complete yung mga ongoing projects under the Build program para matapos na at magamit, mapakinabangan na natin dito sa economic recovery natin. And at the same time, sabi niya, for those that have not been started, we will look into the pipeline and look and prioritize some of these projects that have high impact that will be able to contribute immediately to the economic recovery of the program.
Bunoan also added that they are ready or already planning for the 2023 budget of the president-elect.
Yung 2022 budget is actually still under the administration of yung kay President Duterte. We will continue to implement what has already been being implemented now and complete them as soon as possible. What we are trying to prepare now is actually the new administration budget of President Bongbong Marcos for 2023.
The Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs is recommending further investigation on e-sabong operators involved in the disappearance of some bettors. The panel, headed by Senator Bato de la Rosa, listed its recommendations after conducting hearings on the missing e-sabong bettors. Now, among the recommendations is the further investigation on the officers and staff of Lucky 8 Star Quest Incorporated, owned by businessman Atong Ang. The committee also recommends a probe on people who, quote, intentionally misled authorities in their investigation. Finally, the panel also urged authorities to further investigate all e-sabong-related missing persons cases. Barangay Ginebra has started preparing for the return of the PBA Philippine Cup this June. Marty Bautista with the report.
Just a month after winning the PBA Governor's Cup crown, Barangay Ginebra players are back preparing for the upcoming season. News 5 had the chance to catch up with them and their coaching staff on their expectations. Ginebra is on full pedal with twice-a-day practice sessions since last week.
Are you ready for the Philippine Cup?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think physically we're not ready yet, but we will be. And that's something we're working towards. The All-Filipino is all-consuming. That's everybody wants to win the All-Filipino. That's the key.
Ginebra was able to add more depth to their roster with the addition of 3x3 standouts Jeremiah Gray and Jason David. While Gray will be out as he recovers from his ACL injury, Coach Tim has already described David as a hidden gem. But the former Ginebra 3x3 says he has yet to adjust to the 5x5 format.
Medyo naninibago dahil tagal kong walang 5-on-5 eh. So, minsan ang bilis ko, kailangan pala bagalan ko kasi sanasanay ako 12-second shot clock lang. Ganun, 24 seconds na pala.
The PBA Best Player of the Conference and Governor's Cup Finals MVP also has good things to say about their preparations with the new kid on the block.
I think merong good spot dito si Jason, and especially sa attitude niya ngayon talagang parang nare-remind ako sa sarili ko dati nung rookie ako. Yung mentality niya talagang go hard palagi sa practice.
The Philippine Cup is set to start on June 5, with the league beginning with a preseason press conference next Monday. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
After over 2 years of closed borders, Japan finally welcomes tourists back in its country. But it comes with a catch. Only small tour groups accompanied by chaperones are allowed. Let's watch this.
We feel very, very fortunate to be having the chance to come to Japan. This is off the beaten track of very, very, very nice countryside.
1, 2, 3. I'm smiling.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later again at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.